United States Army Band, the Star-Spangled Banner, opening this evening's Supercard as we remember those who gave their lives for our freedom. It's our WLS Memorial Day Salute Supercard. Good evening, everyone. Hope your holiday weekend has been great. I'm Wally Cardo, here with Johnny Bianco and Tex Lynch, the GM of Snarl. So Tex, what's the word? How did you and Herc Groves at Rage do tonight?
Oh, guys, I am telling you, I am just so excited for tonight. Me and Steve have cooked up a hellified card, and you guys are going to have a blast. You folks watching at home, too, you're going to have a great time watching these matches, and I can give you my word on that.
Judging from tonight's match program, it sure looks like another pull out all the stops effort between you and the GM at Rage. And like you, I'm amped about it all.
All right, Philadelphia, PA, we are here for it. Pull up.
Let's get it rolling with our first matchup, a Legends Division affair that sets the Great Muta against the man of 1,000 masks, Mil Mascaras.
I'll tell you what, guys, me and Steve had lunch yesterday finalizing this card, and we were just so amped because we're looking at all the possibilities and just like, wow, this is going to be so awesome.
And here is one of the greatest superstars ever to come out of the Far East, alongside his manager, Playboy Gary Hart. It's the Great Muta, who we haven't seen since the RWL Japan 5-Star Tour a few months ago, and he's got a one-on-one encounter with the greatest Mexican masked luchador pretty much in all of wrestling history. And if that don't make for an explosive opening contest, then I don't know what will.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by the player, Gary Hart, and from Owita, Japan, weighing in at 252 pounds, the Great Muta.
Looks like you put together the top drawer legends in this card opener. And with that kind of talent zipping around the ring, it's nearly impossible to even try to hazard the guess which ones. Gonna have their hand raised when it's all said and done.
Well, Muta comes to the ring with that ominous presence of his, and you know what that's like. The fans absolutely just love the Great Muta, and they absolutely love Mil Mascaras. So this is a can't-miss opening contest, guys.
And his opponent, from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Masked Man, Mills Masca.
My good buddy, the legendary man of 1,000 masks, the star of wrestling, television, and motion pictures, the one and only man of 1,000 masks, Mil Mascaras. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, this match between him and Muta, oh wow, I mean, yeah, this is going to be a real challenge for both of these guys.
Two stars from the different parts of the world, each one with his own eclectic style that can't be duplicated, on their way to a head-on collision here. And the folks here in the Spectrum tonight, ready to see which of them goes home a winner tonight. What a card opener we've got here.
And this is only the star of tonight's 3-Art Grapple Fest, with so much more still ahead.
Man, listen to that crowd. Woof. Huh. All right, we got Muta and we got Mascaras, and we are ready to party, and this supercard is underway. Here we go. They lock it up. Muta was a headlock. And Mil Mascaras caught up in a top wrist lock here. But Mil Mascaras counters it into a headlock of his own. Nice chain wrestling right here. Oh, man, headlock takedown. And Mascaras finally releasing that headlock with a punch. They lock it up again. Muta goes behind. But Mil Mascaras trying to escape here. Whoa, snapmare. And right back into that headlock. Rounds him up and takes him right back down. And Mil Mascaras gets a shot to the midsection. Muta misses with a dropkick. Mascaras right on top of him. Follows it up with a couple of hard shots. Gets countered by Hart right from Muta. Gets a knee to the midsection. And whoa, swinging a miss. No joy in Mudville tonight. Look at this. Mil Mascaras making it up. Rounds him up over the shoulders. Man, pancake face down to the canvas. And Playboy Gary Hart looking at the Great Muta. Not used to seeing him abused in such a manner. There you go, Playboy Gary Hart, right up on his hind legs, making all kind of fuss at Mil Mascaras. And and the distraction is about to work the trick. Here we go, Muta from behind into a... Whoa, what a bridge right there, whoa. Okay, but not even a 1 count. The man of 1,000 masks, still too powerful. Mascaras rounds him up and escorts Muta the corner, but Muta not interested in seeing the corner. He has seen it before. Muta gets countered by Mascaras with a headbutt. Oh man, quick counter from Muta. Oh wow, what a takedown right there. And the great Muta, one of those great Japanese superstars of all time, into a gator roll here and back into that headlock again. Releases the hold. Oh, Mil Mascaras looks like he might have felt a little something right there. Well, slam, face first down to the mat goes Muta. Mascaras follows it up with a leg drop. And pretty soon we're going to be seeing some high flying from Mil Mascaras, I'm pretty sure. Muta rounds him up. Oh, Mascaras counters with a hard left that bounces Muta off the ropes. Muta counters with an elbow. Mascaras counters with a good double shot. And oh, Muta counters. Oh, man, a lot of countering going on tonight. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Muta up and over with a nice slam right there. And the great Muta right back into that headlock. The man's consistent if he's anything. And Mil Mascaras trying to find his way out of a spot here. A whole lot of back and forth on this one so far. Can't really say the momentum's gone to any one side so far. But man, Muta finally releasing that hold in Mascaras, holding that neck and shoulder area. I think he might have been a little too abused. Oh, hard shot from Mil Mascaras with a European uppercut. Oh, high hip toss. And Mil Mascaras looks like he's had quite enough. And here we go, Mil Mascaras making his way into the corner here as Muta gets a hard shot to the midsection. Muta running. Drop kick. Slowly rounds Mascaras up, and Mascaras counters with the leg takedown. Driving the knee into the back of the great Muta. Now Mascaras going for a cover. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2. Like a 1.999999. All right, here we go. Mascaras lifts Muta into the corner, and Muta counters. Now the great Muta pitches Mascaras to a far corner, but Mascaras goes, ole, missed me. Oh, wow, okay, Muta rolls out onto the floor, thinks he might need a little break here. Mil Mascaras going right on out after. You ain't gonna get no break here, son. Muta gets taken down to the floor. Muta counters with a hard right. A kick to the midsection. Mascaras counters with an elbow, takes himself quickly back inside. Muta follows suit. And here we go. Oh, basic scoop slam, but it does the job. Muta working the crowd here in Philly, and they're loving it. All right, here we go. Oh, man, here we go. The great Muta starting to build up a serious head of steam here. Oh, man, Gary Hart brought in a chair, but I don't think Muta's going to need one. I think he just busted Mil Mascaras open. Look at this right here. Oh, hard right hand. Gary Hart pulling out every trick in the book, and oh, well now. Didn't even, oh, well, the referee didn't see it. It didn't happen. Okay, here we go. Oh, Muta with a hard elbow to the head. Another Dominator-style slam. Oh, man, he's working himself up. He's working himself into a fever here. And he's waiting for Mascaras to get to his feet. He's been, here we go. Got him by the throat. Got that goozle going all the way up and, all the way down with a beautiful military press spine buster. Oh, man. Muta goes for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Chop that one up. The great Muta wins by pinfall.
Here is your winner, the great Muta.
So now the question becomes, did the great Muta really need Playboy Gary Hart at ringside? No, he did not. He had the advantage. He had this match won, but Playboy Gary Hart, with his negative influence, encourages Muta to use a tear on Mascaras, and I guess that kind of helped along the way. So I guess you could kind of call this one an upset win, yeah.
Just a little bit of dirty pull, and the seesaw momentum shifted to Muta's side quickly and permanently to give the great Muta the pinfall win over Mil Mascaras. Already a fairly controversial end to match one tonight.
Yeah, made sure it looked the Great Muta was doing just fine all by himself, without the interference of Gary Hart, but being who he is, the playboy, giving his client just a little extra in the advantage. Department and that sealed the deal against Neil Mascaras.
Sure as hell did, folks. We got a whole bunch more coming, so don't you go away. We got a lot more action coming straight ahead when we return.
Up next, the Gothic grappler, Ethan Valek, one-on-one against Best of the West, Billy White Moon.
And this is the first appearance from anyone in Valek's court for the Sectarians since the video hacking incident at Rage nearly 2 weeks ago. And we still have zero answers about it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Core from Kill Devil Hill, North Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, Ethan Valek!
The Kes Manson prophecy video seemed to depict an RWL where the sect and Valek's court seemed to merge, with the Night Hordes taking over RWL with their dark agenda, whatever the hell that may entail.
Was it just harmless propaganda, or a legitimate threat to try and dominate the scene? No one from the sect would say anything about it, with just one exception, that being Father James Mitchell. And his cryptic response was, "You saw the video, and it speaks for itself. The future is already written," whatever that's supposed to even mean.
And his opponent, accompanied by Jim Dan Dean, representing the Trailblazers from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 242 pounds, Billy White Moore.
Well, it don't get much more good guy, bad guy, black hat, white hat than this scenario with Ethan Valek going up against Billy White Moon of Best of the West, accompanied by Jim Dandy Deacons.
And that ominous and threatening video has had an effect at polarizing fans squarely against the sect, which is gonna put most fans here in the spectrum squarely in Billy White Moon's corner. These fans want to see the up-and-coming second-generation star take Valek down here, forcefully, decisively, as it would be a definite blow struck against their diabolical agenda.
And you can damn sure count me in as one of them. Miserable sectarian onscum have driven me over the edge for the last time. And all I want to see is this sect destroyed and scattered to the four freaking winds.
Well, can't feel too alone, Johnny. You got about 18,000 people here in the building that kind of agree with your viewpoint. Oh, check out Billy White Moon. He is looking determined here. Referee Tom Canamora rings the bell. They lock up center ring. White Moon escorting Valek to the ropes. This out right here. Whoa, scoop slammed him against the ropes. That's pretty brutal right there. Billy White Moon, yep, the son of Chief Sam White Moon. And he is going to work on Ethan Valek right here. Scoop slammed again. Now Billy takes himself up to the second rope, waiting for Valek to get to his feet. Off we go. Oh, man, didn't get it. Valek counters him with a gut shot and then a flying fist off the ropes. Now Ethan Valek with Billy White Moon on the mat starts to go to work on his own. Amanda Robinson out there looking like Lily Munster. Cheering him on. Oh, man, hard forearm. Now Valek opens up with right hands on Billy White Moon and follows it up with a stomp. And Valek off the ropes again with that flying fist takes Billy White Moon back down to the mat once more. Hard kick to the back. Now, Valek going for a cover here, but too close to the ropes. He's not happy about that one. White Moon slams Valek face first down to the canvas. Now going back to work on him. Man banging his head right into the mat. Jim Dandy Deacons. Billy's partner watching the whole thing. Whoa! Beautiful little kiss at the end of the leg fist right there. And the referee ditching that chair that Amanda Robinson discreetly slid in. Over the shoulders goes Billy White Moon on Valak. Oh, spinning punch right off the shoulders. And here we go. Valak going to work on the legs. Billy White Moon. Yeah, that whole sectarian Valak court thing, it's got everybody up in a tizzy. Huh. Valak. A hard kick to the back. And really going to work here on Billy White Moon. Oh man, hard, savage kicks to the side of the head. The Gothic grappler. Waiting for Billy White Moon to get back to his feet here on the outside. Up and over, my goodness. Woof. Did you see that? Valak. Well, he may not be a real vampire, but he sure flew like a bat. Oh, man, knee to the skull. Jim Dandy Deacons. Watching Valak real close, but not getting directly involved. Oh, man. Referee's count is still in play. As Ethan Valak goes to work on the arm of Billy White Moon on the outside. He's taking his sweet time with the project. Drives a pair of knees into White Moon's neck. Jim Dandy is going to be able to maintain his composure here. White Moon rolled back inside. Valak right in after him. Rounds him up. Oh, devastating knee to the gut right there. Now, Valak setting up a double stomp to the knees. Billy White Moon. White Moon in some serious trouble here. Valak off the ropes. Beautiful crossbody though. Covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2. White Moon quick to get that shoulder back up. Now Valak looking for a new sense of direction here. But Billy White Moon turns the tables on him. Now it's Valak back on the canvas. And White Moon going to work on the legs of Ethan Valak. Gothic grappler. Well, I'll tell you what though. If that video is true, we're gonna have some problems right here. Whoa, man, big kick to the head right there and a knee to the skull to follow it up as the referee goes back to work on this stupid turnbuckle. Look at this, Billy White Moon getting the fans involved here. Elbow drop to the chest. Now, Billy White Moon regains control of this matchup. Rounding up Valak slowly, double axe handle, sends him slammed right back down to the mat. White Moon waiting. Oh, delivers a tomahawk chopper too. Gets countered with a hard right. Whip to the ropes. Oh, Valak kind of misses the mark on that one. White Moon with an atomic drop and wreck your tailbone. Has him up going for a bear hug here. How about this? This was one you don't see every day with Valak. Countering. And looks like he's going to get out of that bear hug, and he sure did. Follows it up with a kick and a punch by White Moon a little bit too quick. Whoa! Overhand that takes Valak down to one knee. White Moon whips Valak to the ropes. Kick to the face. And White Moon. Oh man, looks like Billy White Moon's getting his groove on here. And up and over goes Ethan Valak in a back body drop. And here comes White Moon. Look at this. Blister. Billy White Moon going for the cover here. 1, 2. Oh, man, almost. Close, but no cigar. Here we go. A little bit of war dance action right here from Billy White Moon. That means he's getting riled. Oh, man, double axe handle takes Valak back down to the canvas. Stomp to the head from Billy White Moon. Now Amanda Robinson starting to look a little bit concerned for her fella. Oh, he's dropping his bear hug again, but Valak wasn't having it. White Moon to the ropes. See what Valak's got in mind here. Springboard kick to the face. Oh man, Billy's out. That's it. Chop it up here. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, what a disappointing ending to this one.
And what a letdown of epic proportions in this one. With an upset win for Valak, and ostensibly for this new dark alliance between the court and the sect. And the loss for White Moon doesn't bode well for anyone with this Gothic trash. Snatching one away from Best of the West, more than disappointing It's utterly maddening.
Let's hope it's not the start of something big. We will be back with lots more when we return.
Coming up, the first tag match of tonight's Supercard, setting Nick Mullins and Connor Cruz against Balor Jack Jones and Niles Wickizer, the United Kingdoms.
All right, well, here's our first tag team match of the evening. Nick Mullins and Connor Cruz, a couple of guys from the Maryland area. And, well, they've been around, good 5-6 years, but never gotten near anything like gold, never even gotten near contention. But they're still in there punching. And tonight they're going to be going up against the United Kingdoms, a team in a similar situation.
Damn shame about this team. They had serious potential when they began, but Mullins and Cruz have long since stalled and haven't moved not even an inch on the ladder headed upwards. And while they're patient and unfrustrated by the lack of upward progress, I'm sure they're hoping for better luck tonight against Niles Wickizer and Balor Jack Jones.
I'd say if it weren't for the Mulkey brothers being around, these guys would be the lowest men on the totem pole.
Ballarat Jack from Victoria, Australia, and Niles Wickizer from London, the UK. And their sadistic manager is Grace Finning. Share similar frustrations as Mullins and Cruz, been around about as long, and moved about as far up the ladder, and damn it, one of these teams is gonna have to move forward tonight after this match. You can be sure neither one of these teams want to see this one end in a time limit draw, or a double DQ.
That won't stop the UKs from doing a little rule breaking, especially with Miss Fenwick here standing ringside. This is a team that's not above winning by underhanded means, when you look at how long they've been going no place.
Yep, two goal-oriented teams here. Referee rings the bell, everybody comes center ring. Here we go, Ballarat Jack rounds up Connor Cruz with a snap suplex right there. And now, Ballarat Jack gets countered by Connor Cruz, gets taken down with a quick clothesline. Now it's up to Connor Cruz, rounds him up, but Ballarat Jack sweeps the leg, takes him right down to the mat again. Ballarat Jack rounding Connor Cruz up to one knee here. Sets him up for another suplex. Pretty nicely done, too. Now Connor Cruz trying to set up something here. Knee to the face for Ballarat Jack Jones. Connor rounds him up again, but Ballarat Jack shoves him right down to the mat. A little spiteful kick keeps him down. And Ballarat Jack wants to keep him down. Look at that, shoves him back down to the mat again. And Connor Cruz getting back to his feet, but nope, not going to keep him down. Takes him down with a hellified shoulder tackle. In comes Nick Mullins. And Nick Mullins immediately goes to work on Ballarat Jack. Rounds him up. Oh man, knee to the gut right there. Nick Mullins, probably the more skilled of the two, the more experienced of the team. Now just gouging the face of Ballarat Jack Jones, but gets taken down. Now Ballarat Jack rounds him up. Oh man, right there, knee to the back, and oh, that's smart. Mullins gets back to his feet, and in comes Niles Wickizer on the tag. Niles Wickizer, of course, the boyfriend, the significant other of Grace Fenwick, who enjoys watching her man make the opponent suffer. Whoa, look at this. Mullins counters. Now both men, oh man, and Niles Wickizer with a couple of hard shots and quickly tags in Ballarat Jack again. We're gonna see a little tandem work right here. Gets taken down, gets an elbow to the lower back, and now it's all Ballarat Jack. But hold on a second, here comes Connor Cruz in on a hot tag. Takes him down with a clothesline. Oh, but gets caught up in a high hip toss right there. Now Ballarat Jack on the second rope, waiting for Connor Cruz to get back to his feet here. And off we go. Double axe handle finds the mark and takes Connor Cruz down. Connor Cruz stunned as Ballarat Jack Takes him down to the mat again. Oh, man, leg stump puller right there. Jack rounds him up again. Oh, but gets caught in an arm drag. Connor Cruz, a little too quick there. Running DDT from Connor Cruz. Takes Ballarat Jack down to the mat. And here we go. Connor up on the second rope, but here we go. Crossbody off the top. That's nicely done. Now Connor Cruz looking for an avenue here. Hard right hands to the head of Ballarat Jack. And the Australian gets rounded back up again. Connor Cruz gets countered on the Irish whip. Winds up out of there on the apron. Ballarat Jack backing off. Lets Niles Wickeser in. Guess he didn't want no more of Connor Cruz. Connor trying to assist Niles Wickeser to the corner, but winds up with a neck whip. Decides to keep him down on the mat. Tags in Nick Mullins. Here comes Mullins. Catches an elbow from Niles Wickeser. Wickeser takes him down with a real short clothesline. A hard kick to the back, man. Whoa, that was a hard one. And now Niles. Gouging the face. But Nick Mullins, who manages to escape. Nick Mullins moves in, but catches a couple of hard rights from Niles Wickeser. Gets rounded up, and whoa, quick counter. Nick Mullins with an inverted DDT. A hard kick. Trying to keep Niles Wickeser down, but that ain't gonna work too good. This ain't good. Oh, pile driver, and a quick dirty one right there. Niles Mullins back up, but Mullins counters with a nice forearm and tags in Connor Cruz. Now Connor moves in. Running DDT again from Connor Cruz on Niles Wickeser. Niles gets rounded back up. Connor has him up over the shoulders, but Niles a little too quick. Counters and escapes. Has him up. Oh, man, backbreaker. Hard knee to the back. Oh, man, and Connor Cruz sure felt that one. Struggling to get back to his feet here, and, oh, man, knee to the head. Look at this sadistic press of the face down to the canvas here. And I'll just bet Grace Fenwick loved the hell out of that one. Niles Wickeser with another hip toss. Connor Cruz, look at her clapping, that sadistic witch. Wickeser has him all. Oh, man, what a spiker right there, man. Rounds him back up. Connor Cruz counters the Irish whip. Wickeser winds up there on the apron as Connor steps out and tags in Nick Mullins. Now it's on Mullins, and he's got to do something. Here we go. Niles Wickeser assisting Nick Mullins to the corner, winds up going for a neck whip instead. Something I noticed here, that these teams are kind of matching each other move for move here. He's got him up, and snake eyes. Over the top rope. And, oh man. Nick Mullins looking to be in a little bit of trouble as Niles Wickeser tags in Ballarat Jack Jones. Ballarat Jack taking his leisure here with a stunned Nick Mullins down on the mat. Oh, Mullins counters with an elbow and a shoulder tackle that takes Ballarat Jack down to the canvas. Now Nick Mullins rounds him up. Gut wrench, inverted suplex, beautifully done by Nick Mullins. Mullins rounds up Ballarat Jack. Starts to go to work on the head and shoulder area, but Ballarat Jack quickly getting back to his feet and putting some distance between himself and Nick Mullins. Mullins whip to the corner. In comes Niles Wickeser off the tag. A little more tandem work here. Another takedown and another elbow to the back. Niles quickly going for a cover here. 1, 2. But just a 2. About a 2.1. Niles Wickeser definitely feeling it, and Grace Fenwick definitely enjoying it. Well, this ain't looking good for Mullins and Cruz. Knee to the lower back of Nick Mullins from Niles Wickeser. Niles rounds him back up again. Oh, man, well, sometimes you gotta fight dirty with dirty, and Nick Mullins just did. Oh, man, a thumb in the eye right there. Wow, man. Nick Mullins done fooling around here. Nice little side suplex. Takes Niles Wickerser down to the mat. Oh, Nick Mullins trash-talking him. Oh, wild elbow to the face right there. He just made Niles mad. Neck breaker. And now it's Mullins down on the mat. And Niles Wickerser rounds him up, has him all the way up, and slams him back down again. Mullins gets rounded up again. Niles Wickerser. Oh, Michinoku driver. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2. With Connor Cruz unable to make the save, and Battle Rat Jack busted him open. Meanwhile, Niles Wickerser sadistically stomping the hell right out of Nick Mullins. You've seen Grace Fenwick applauding him here. Wickerser up on the second rope waiting for Mullins to get to his feet. Connor Cruz is out there on the floor. And double axe handle misses. Oh, hey, wait a minute now. That ain't good. Here we go. Spike pile driver right there. Oh, man, Nick Mullins taking all of that one. And again, Niles Wickerser slowly disassembling Nick Mullins bit by bit, section by section here, to the delight of Grace Fenwick on the outside. Niles rounds Mullins back up. This right here, an abdominal stretch with a stomach claw. Okay, whoa, man. Yeah, that Wickerser, he's sadistic. Covers. 1, 2, 3. That is it. The United Kingdoms pick up the win on this one.
Alarod Jack Jones picks up the win for his side here, using that abdominal stretch stomach claw combo to dial up the pain so bad on Nick Mullins that Mullins either passed out or just decided to be pinned rather than endure that hold a possible second time. Well, we said at the start, something had to give for one of these two teams, with the pendulum swinging to the favor of the United Kingdoms. I'll bet Grace Fenwick enjoyed the hell out of that performance.
Well, one of these two teams needed to win, and it wound up going to Ballarat Jack and Niles Wickerser, and it's back to the drawing board for Nick Mullins and Connor Cruz in what turned out to be a pretty rough battle for both teams. But in the end, it turned out to be the United Kingdoms picking up the win here. Folks, we got one more match coming up to close out the first hour, and it is a loo-loo, so please stick around, because you ain't going to want to miss a 4-way elimination for the No Rules Championship.
Closing out the first hour with an epic 4-way elimination no rules match for the RWL No Rules Championship, with an all-star cast of the Sandman, Bruiser Brody, Jake the Snake Roberts, and reigning champ Haku.
Up to now, no one's been able to get the no rules belt away from Haku, but those have all been single matches. The odds of a loss with 3 other opponents is far greater.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match and is for the National Extreme Hardcore Championship. Introducing the challenger from Santa Fe, New Mexico, weighing in at 300 pounds, Bruiser Brody.
Including the fact that Bruiser Brody has been on an unholy mission to get the No Rules title back for himself. Still, you have to look at Haku's long history of taking on more than one opponent in the ring or out in the world. One thing's sure, if Haku is still last man standing at the end of this, he'll have certainly proven himself to be the genuine article.
Bruiser Brody's come back to regain the No Rules title on 3 separate occasions, and he'd love a 4th run with the No Rules title. But these 3 other opponents aren't a bunch of nobodies. Jake Roberts, the Sandman, and Haku are all going to make Brody's attempt just that much more difficult.
And introducing the challenger from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 249 pounds, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Plus, it's an elimination last man standing match, which in its own way will be even harder than a standard for Way. One pin or submission does the trick. No, one man has to outlast the other three, something that can be infinitely harder to achieve.
Jake the Snake, definitely the dark horse, the outlier, the wild card in this one. It looks out of place among the other three. He's like one of these things is not like the others, but Jake the Snake determined to try and take his shot at getting this No Rules Championship. And well, hey, good luck to him, I guess.
You know Jake Roberts. He never ceases to surprise us, and who knows? Maybe his status as an unknown X Factor in this one could well work to Jake's advantage, but he's gonna have to be careful, quick, and efficient. But with these three opponents, it could end up like trying to herd cats for Jake.
Like herding cats. I've always loved that expression.
The noise level in the spectrum just went off scale for this Philadelphia native and ECW pioneer.
And introducing the challenger from Philadelphia, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Sandman.
Really giving this native son a rousing welcome. The Sandman, of course, flying his trade at the old ECW arena just miles from here, from his earliest days in the business. And what a reputation the Sandman has built for himself both then and later here in RWL with tag partner, the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer. Oki must be gratifying for him to know that he's seen as an odds-on favorite of pulling a huge upset tonight and possibly gaining the No Rules belt for himself. And I believe he could do exactly that.
Yeah, Sandman's got just about all the advantage in the world because he is an old hand at playing this hardcore extreme rules stuff. I mean, this is his element, man.
No doubt, Sandman knows the territory, but even so, facing off against this trio of high-powered opponents isn't likely to make his quest any easier.
I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Sandman as No Rules champion, but it's like you say, Wally, it's gonna be like climbing a hill with grease on your shoes.
It's not like he's going to make it easier for the other three. You got to remember that this guy can deal out some serious damage, and he's going to do exactly that, win or lose. Everybody's going home from this match nice and sore.
Which tails us back to reigning champ Hoxton. Is that legendary toughness of his gonna be able to stand against this particular trio of unpredictable wild men? Will he be able to avoid being eliminated by any one of them?
Man alive, what a headliner to close out the first hour of this Wicked Strength Supercard. We always talk about some matches being just impossible to call, and this is a textbook case. There's just no way to know which direction this one is gonna take.
The champion from New Zealand, weighing in at 209 pounds, the National Extreme Hardcore Champion, Haku!
The legendary Haku out of New Zealand without Bobby Heenan at ringside because there are no managers in this four-way elimination match. It's just not going to happen. Haku's going to have to do whatever he's got to do all by himself against the Sandman, Bruiser Brody, and Jake the Snake Roberts. And that ain't going to be easy.
King Haku, of course, relieved Brody of the title a few months ago, and he had been going non-stop ever since, taking down everyone he's faced so far in both non-title matches and title defenses. But this is, without question, Haku's toughest challenge, with the greatest potential for a loss, unless he's the last man standing at the end of the thing.
It don't get much bigger than this, man. 4 fierce competitors for the No Rules Championship in a four-way elimination matchup. There is the No Rules Championship held up by Tom Kanamura. Man, Brody, Roberts, the Sandman, and Haku, all in the same ring, all at the same time, and weapons are allowed. This is going to be what I like to classify as a party. Referee rings the bell and off we go. This one's going to be a three-ring circus. The Sandman takes Brody down. Jake Roberts with a suplex on Haku. Brody with a kick to the face of the Sandman. Jake Roberts in control of Haku. Haku locks him up with knees to the midsection as Brody takes the Sandman down, and now Brody locks it up with Haku and gets a knee to the head. The Sandman out there on the floor. Jake Roberts finds himself a steel chair under the apron, makes his way back inside the ring. Haku counters the chair, lifts Jake the Snake to the corner. Misses with the clothesline, catches a kick to the face, and Jake the Snake with Haku down on the mat. Sandman out on the floor, Brody in the far corner. Now it's all Jake Roberts and Haku as the Sandman and Brody rejoin the fray. Jake Roberts from behind on Haku, turns him around, has him up. Snake Eyes off the top turnbuckle. Brody's got himself a sledgehammer. Well, things just got real. A DDT on the Sandman from Jake the Snake Roberts. Gotta give Jake the Snake some credit. He's been, oh man, Bruiser Brody tries to take that sledgehammer to Jake Roberts. Jake the Snake takes Brody to the ropes. Oh man, driving punches into the back of Bruiser Brody. And the Sandman takes Jake the Snake down with a savage kick. Brody down on the mat. Sandman stomps on him. Haku out there on the apron, just coming to and makes his way back inside. Now Brody's out on the floor. DDT from the Sandman. Haku with a hard forearm takes the Sandman down to the mat. Brody out there on the floor. Jake going under the apron for another weapon as the Sandman goes to work on Haku. Jake Roberts bringing a door into the equation here as he takes Bruiser Brody down with a clothesline. The Sandman with Haku against the ropes, and Brody working on Jake the Snake Roberts, hard kicks to the chest. And now the Sandman goes after Brody, running bulldog. Jake Roberts down there on the mat. Haku stunned. The Sandman DDTs Bruiser Brody. Jake Roberts back to his feet and gets taken down just as quick. The Sandman follows it up with a bunch of hard rights as Brody takes himself on the outside and finds himself a little toy. Haku still stunned. Brody got the stop sign. Oh, Haku with a knee to the head of the Sandman. Brody gets countered with the stop sign, and Haku with a flying forearm. Jake Roberts with the kendo stick and going after the Sandman with his own trademark weapon. Look at Jake Roberts wield it. Oh, it's a baseball bat. Excuse me, a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. Oh, man. Haku and Bruiser Brody. Brody whips him to the ropes, ducks under. Kick to the head of Haku from Bruiser Brody as Brody goes for a cover. 1, 2, just a 2. Meanwhile, on the outside, Jake Roberts working on the Sandman. A stomp. And a bunch of hard rights to the back of the head as Brody and Haku are still battling on the inside. Brody's got him up. Oh, what a slam right there. And Brody going for another cover. 1, 2. Brody would love to get that No Rules title back, I'll tell you that. Still going after Haku on the inside. Sandman and Jake Roberts on the outside. Haku gets hung up on the ropes. Bruiser Brody, a kick to the leg. Now the Sandman gets Jake Roberts back into the ring, picks up a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. Oh man, right to the back of the head of Bruiser Brody and Jake Roberts. Oh, Sandman just teeing off ECW style here. As Bruiser Brody rounds him up and heads him over the shoulders. Haku is on the outside, stalking these guys. Sandman stuck in the corner, and Brody driving a knee into the face of Sandman. As Haku picks up the stop sign, gets stopped by Bruiser Brody, gets whipped into the referee, and gets taken down by Brody. Jake Roberts, just about coming to here, brings himself back into the situation. Sandman comes back inside, and Brody steps outside. Sandman with Haku now. And Sandman has him up. Oh, drapes him over the ropes. Brody with a pile driver on Jake the Snake. Going for another cover. 1, 2. Oh, man. So far, Brody's made 3 pin attempts. Nobody else has. We got to get rid of 3 of these guys for the last man to be standing. Haku, 1, 2. Only a 2 count on the Sandman. Brody with the stop sign. Oh, pitches the stop sign right at Jake Roberts. Catches a couple of knees in the back from Haku. And the Sandman takes him and smashes him against the ropes. And now, Brody counters with a back body drop. Haku going behind on Brody. Has him against the ropes. Now, what's he got in mind here? Driving knees into the head of Bruiser Brody as Jake Roberts busts open the Sandman, and we finally got some blood going here. Oh, man, Haku kicks Brody out onto the floor as Jake Roberts goes behind, whips Haku to the ropes. Back body drop on Haku. Oh, Sandman misses with that stop sign again. Now Sandman going after Jake Roberts, running bulldog. Now goes after Brody with another running bulldog. The Sandman absolutely on fire here. Whips Brody to the ropes, but Jake Roberts kind of messed that one up for everybody. Brody with the Sandman up over the shoulders, hangs him up off the ropes. Jake Roberts with a clothesline on Haku. Now Jake the Snake with that trademark DDT. Smashes the head of Bruiser Brody into the canvas. Haku now has the baseball bat. And here comes Haku with Brody making the pin, and the pin gets busted up. And now Haku swinging on anybody with a pulse, and Brody's busted open now. Oh, man, Bruiser Brody counters, but Haku counters him. They lock up again. Sandman on the outside brings himself back inside. Jake Roberts is counting the ring lights, and it don't look good for Jake the Snake right now. Sandman, devastating, throws that stop sign at the back of the head of Bruiser Brody. Haku, with elbows to the gut of the Sandman, whips Sandman to the corner. In comes Jake the Snake, but gets taken down by Haku. Now Haku rolls him over, go for a cover. 1, 2, 3. That is all she wrote for Jake the Snake Roberts. He is eliminated, leaving us with Haku, the Sandman, and Bruiser Brody. Haku off the ropes with a beautiful kick. Takes the Sandman down. Sandman counters. Follows it up with a couple of hard lefts. Bruiser Brody rounding up a set of ring steps for himself. But thinks better of it. Changes his mind. Sandman makes his way onto the outside. Picks up a weapon. Brody gets it away from him and pitches him across the floor. Haku all alone in the ring. Jake the Snake eliminated. And now we're down to just those 3. Brody the Sandman and the No Rules champion himself, Haku. Haku with that baseball bat as Brody drives the Sandman into the ring post. Must have wrenched his back something awful. Haku throwing down that baseball bat. Sandman with a kick to the gut and a DDT on Brody, and Haku missing with that high-risk maneuver over the top rope. The Sandman shows Haku a little disrespect. Haku goes behind, locks him up. Brody back in the ring. Haku with the Sandman up over his shoulders, drops him head first onto the apron. Brody comes back with a sledgehammer, but again, Haku managing to avoid any weapon damage. Sandman gets a kick to the gut. Sandman gives a kick to the gut. As Haku all the way up here, what's he gonna do with him? Oh man, just slams him against the apron and then slams him against the side of the ring and follows it up with a stomp. Yeah, the Sandman has been hot. Now Brody steps out to the outside. Sandman approaching Bruiser Brody. Takes him down, follows it up with a couple of hard rights. Haku making his way back into the ring, rounds up that baseball bat again. Sandman and Brody on the outside. Haku decides to join them. Then slips back inside. Sandman makes his way back inside, and oh man, Haku just pitched that bat right at Brody's face. Sandman comes on out with the stop sign. Oh man, smashes Haku in the back of the head, but Haku counters. Brody goes behind. unexpected. Brody with Haku up over the shoulders, but Haku with elbows to the side of the head. Well, Sandman misses with the clothesline. Kick to the gut for Haku. Hard overhand right from the Sandman, who's talking definite trash to Haku. And Bruiser Brody is stunned. Elbows to the gut from Haku on the Sandman. They lock up. Oh man, Sandman gets pitched almost into Bruiser Brody right there, and the Sandman pitches Brody across the floor, pitches Haku back into the ring, and then goes right back after Brody, but Brody takes him down quick with a shoulder tackle, draws a knee into the head of the Sandman. Haku makes his way back outside and slowly making his way towards Brody. Oh man, nice kick from Haku, but it didn't faze Brody. Brody's got him up over the shoulder, head first into the apron. The Sandman makes his way back to Bruiser Brody. Hard kicks, hard shots, has him up, scoop slam. And Haku with the stop sign now. But the Sandman leaves Bruiser Brody, rounds up some ring steps for himself. But Haku smashes him in the head with that stop sign, smashes Brody in the head with the stop sign. Oh man, Haku, no stranger to fighting 2 or 3 people at the same time. He's in his element right here. Haku whips the Sandman back inside. Got himself a steel chair, decides to go and make his way around the ring slowly and then back inside. Here comes the Sandman, takes him down to the mat real quick, disarms him of the chair. Haku, with elbows to the gut, puts distance between himself and the Sandman as Brody starts coming to. Sandman counters the Irish whip, has Haku in the corner, kicks to the midsection, many, many kicks to the midsection. Whoa, the Sandman on fire. Rolls Haku over, look at this, using the ropes, because there's no rules. 1, 2, oh, just the 2 count. Brody slams his head down to the canvas, goes after Haku. It's a hip toss. Brody back to his feet. Haku rounding him up, the Sandman stunned on the outside. Brody whipped to the ropes, catches a flying forearm from Haku. Haku covers 1, 2, 3, and Brody is eliminated. We are now down to Haku and the Sandman, and who would have thunk it? Haku gets countered, gets the chair taken away. The Sandman now bleeding as Haku whips Snake Eyes onto the top turnbuckle. The Sandman makes his way out. He can sense it. He's got a feeling he can do this, but Haku with a knee to the midsection. Drives Sandman's head into the turnbuckle. Drives his head into the turnbuckle yet a second time. Now goes to work on the arm of the Sandman. Would have thought Haku would have lasted this long. I would have thought he would have been eliminated. But he's still here, the Sandman's still here, and this match is still in play. One of these guys is going home, the No Rules champion. Haku picks up that baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire again. Brings himself back inside. Whoa, swing and a miss on the Sandman. The Sandman disarms him. Has him up again. Man, Sandman bleeding like a stuffed pig. Hangs Haku off the top rope. Follows it up with a stomp. Misses with the elbow. Probably hurt himself doing it. Haku locks him up. Sandman counters the Irish whip and bam, Haku goes out onto the floor. Sandman quickly right on out after him. Starts going to work on Haku. Whoa, a hurricane run off from the Sandman, and that's a rarity. Man, Sandman, with a sense that he can do this. If he can beat Haku, he would become the No Rules champion, and that would be a pretty big deal. Rolls Haku back inside. Now the Sandman decides to pick up that baseball bat. Stalking Haku. Oh man, goes to work on the legs of Haku with the barbed wire baseball bat. Sandman sensing victory might be close, but gets speared to the floor. Haku covers. 1, 2, and a 2 count. The Sandman still in play here. Referee Tom Kanamura backing the hell up out of the way. Haku, talk about I mean business here. Oh, driving the bat into the shoulder of the Sandman. Face first with that bat. Oh man, Haku. Oh, Sandman counters. Sandman misses with his move. Springboard flying fist off the ropes from Haku. Now he's stalking the Sandman. Sandman slow getting up to his feet here. Haku. Has him up over the shoulders. Knee to the skull. Down goes the Sandman. Haku covers. 1, 2, 3. Shoot up.